in Minneapolis. This is the National Football League. We'll see Kirk and the Minnesota Vikings taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. Joseph now ready to get this one started, and we are underway from Minneapolis. The dangerous hill now to return. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. We get our first look now at Aaron Rodgers in his 17th season now with the Green Bay Packers, and of course coming off a great 2020 where he took home the MVP trophy.
There have been very few quarterbacks in the NFL who have been as consistent throughout their career as Aaron Rodgers. He's been good for so long, and we've seen no decline in his skills. His accuracy and arm strength continue to elevate the talent around him, and his in-game mistakes, few and far between.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones, and he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Next, the receivers helped spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Seven yards there and a first down. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 47. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
His throw incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Cook with a first down and much more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
Backside guys,
meh.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On the carry, it's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 46 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries of the ballgame.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
First and goal from the 6. They'll run with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. On play action, Cousins. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Zadarius Smith. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
Joseph now to kick this one away. The return man is Hill. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. And Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Yeah, get a little closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. KJ Osborne deep for Minnesota. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And the Vikings taking the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Second down, they go right back to Cook. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. Here's Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
So on 4th down, Britton Colquitt on to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Second and 4. A give to Jones. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. He gets this to Davante Adams. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, 78 yards, and the Packers have taken the lead. Aaron Rodgers, Davante Adams, just a deadly combination, and we see why right there.
And we've seen it develop over the years, because when Davante Adams first joined the Packers, he had to earn the trust of the quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. He has it in a big way now. He'll throw it to him long, he'll throw it to him short, but he always expects a big play to result.
Adams, former 2nd-round pick out of Fresno State, plays like a 1st-round pick in the NFL. Crosby connects on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and the result, a Green Bay score. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing is Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. With a tackle there by Chris Barnes.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. Able to slither by. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 66 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature back. You put the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards, and that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons with 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Handoff comes to Cook. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. To play in this first half. 7-3 our score. We remind you in just a couple of minutes we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 31-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and now it's 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
first down throw for Cousins. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins quickly to Thielen here. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. To throw is Cousins. This is caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Returning it, Hill. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Packer offense heading back for one final first half drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Adams. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to Tunyon underneath. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Rodgers now to throw. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Rodgers teaming up with Lazard there for a Packer first down.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there. Big-time arm strength. Very nice route.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, Cousins. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They run. Cook. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. A give. This is Cook. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. A give to Cook out of the gun. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. Cook. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the 1st down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. On the ground, it's Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Cook. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. 102 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Cousins. Open man is Westwood, complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now a run with Cook. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Vikings are going to take the lead. So still time remaining here in this 4th quarter, but the touchdown there puts them back out in front.
And you and I both know that their defense will not very subtly remind everyone that they started all of this because they held firm on the last drive and only gave up a field goal. Gave it back to the offense in a tied game and said, okay, your turn now, make something happen. And they went down the field and scored.
Extra point safely through, and that makes it a 17-10 score. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told, and it's polished off by a Viking score. Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Hill is going to take it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Green Bay's offense ready to go again. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Now swing pass for Dillon. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
From the 24, Rodgers throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
On now is the Packers punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Unable to corral him. He fights through. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Complete, Jefferson the target. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Cook. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now Cook. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Draw play, Cousins to Cook, and he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. This is where, 4th quarter, you got the lead, you give it to the big guy. Defensively kind of sucks the will out of them, doesn't it? Because they don't want to tackle him right now this late in the game.
Well, you say that with accusatory tones. I mean, but you're exactly right. I know it's not something we actually want to talk about, but as a defender, 4 quarters worth of trying to bring people down, 4 quarters worth of pounding, and now late in the game, here comes that big guy coming at you, and a lot of guys are wondering where they want to come up and make that tackle at this stage of the game.
It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Stay loose. I'm making my presence felt.
So now Rodgers in the pack, trailing 17-10, a little over 20 seconds to go. Now the missed field goal gives them new life as they come up in a 1-score game on 1st and 10. Things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back to the line of scrimmage.
Complete. Valdez-Scantling at 5 yards. Not going to cut it here. That clock continues to run. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At their 49-yard line.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.